Hello, my name is Brother Sean, known as the Barefoot Monk. But I come to you today because we're in the season of the Easter Triduum. It's Good Friday, and today is a very special day. It's a day of celebration. But the short video is it's a reflection mainly on what is the Tweenie. The TT Brigade, as I call them. Well, I'm a Tweenie. Yeah, a Tweenie is a brother and sister of the Teo community of St. Francis. We are pacifists, ecologists. We're into sustainability. We're into creativity. And we embrace God not in the fine temples and churches and cathedrals, but somewhere more grander, more natural, more beautiful. And you've guessed it, the natural world. Francis of Assisi, that wonderful 12th century mystic, who planted seeds of love and hope and peace, and empowered his followers to embrace all faiths. Hence, supporting the late Pope John Paul II in the 80s to open up the Peace Centre in Assisi, the birthplace for the peace movement, empowering many of the world's great religious leaders to hold hands, to kneel together as brothers and sisters, and to pray to the one loving supreme God. So being a Tweenie is to be a mover and a shaker for the Supreme. That's my understanding of a Tweenie. Or as I did in a video 2 years ago, when I said I was a lap dancer for JC and the Sunshine Band. Well, that was taking it a bit too far, but a Tweenie resonates because we tweet for the light, for peace. When we meet for our vigil at 9 o'clock London time every night, we send out spiritual tweets for peace. We take the message of our Earth Mother Gaia to our heart. And we hold the whole family of God, not just Christians, but Jews, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Baha'in, Buddhist, pagans, Wiccans, nonconformists, you name it, we hold them. We tweet the hearts of all God's children with love. We don't have to see them, and we don't have to be seen doing it. So being a Tweenie takes a special kind of person. There are no academic qualifications to give you that certificate of acceptance other than your heart. Your heart, if it's right with you, with God, with the universe, and you are centered and grounded and nourished by the elements, by Brother Sun and Sister Moon, and that you can sing the canticles of the creatures that Francis gave us on his dying bed when he was blind, where we honor the divine in everything, in everyone. That is the essence of being a Tweenie. We are light twitters. We twitch, we tweet, and we twitter. We natter, we batter. We scatter. We're mad as a March hare. We're ordinary, hopefully not too pompous. Committed, dedicated. But the one quality we all share is that we all love the Supreme through the natural world. which is the soul of Francis. And Francis was an ecologist. Francis was interfaith. Many people talk today about interfaith. They write about interfaith. They preach interfaith till they get verbal diarrhea. I've had the privilege or the misfortune of meeting some wonderful people who profess to be so knowledgeable and articulate on all matters to do with interfaith. But they've always left me feeling vulnerable and fractious and cold. And on one occasion here we had several from the Interfaith Seminary, and I wanted to slap them. I was so angry. One, because several of them dismissed me as if I was something unpleasant under their shoe. But I ignored that and I went out of my way to embrace them and express Franciscan hospitality. But the hug I got in return was one of indifference, and what I discovered was quite shocking. They had no belief in any God whatsoever, and yet they were training to be an interfaith minister. And that I found quite challenging. But what I did discover with a few was that they were anti-God and anti-Christian. And I thought, how can you do this course, this beautiful course of training, and be so anti? I thought you were supposed to be all-encompassing and all-embracing. And yet they go on to do great things, which is wonderful. But they're not doing them for the light, they're doing them for their ego. And I know of many priests in the Catholic Church who are doing it and they don't even believe in God. So nothing surprises me. But being a Teo Tweenie, you are committed to your truth. Your truth is your passport. It's your Visa card. It's your platinum card. It's your access-friendly friend. So wherever you place that card, you get an investment. In other words, whatever good deed you do in terms of establishing a peace fraternity where you live. And here, the people who pass through the village are amazed to see these glittering balls from the tree. What they're seeing are duplicates of blank CDs that we have implanted the Peace Prayer of Francis on, so that when Brother Sun shines his rays on them, they release a magnified vision of the rainbow colours out into the universe. So from that simple act of love, we're recycling redundant CDs, replacing the blessing of Francis for peace. Brother Sun enhances that and shares it with Mother Earth. And when people say, "What's that for?" they're amazed. And I know many go on to do the same. So from out of something simple from a Teo Tweenie, it's catching on like wildfire. You too can be a Teo Tweenie. You don't necessarily have to dress up like me and become a monk, enclosed and live to a rule of poverty, celibacy, obedience and detachment. But hello, but you could be a friend of the Teo Tweenies. And we have different types of membership in our community. We have the associates who are ordained ministers in different churches, belief systems, Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh, Jew, Muslim, Hindu. You name it, they're in it. If you choose to live the solitary life and you wish to dedicate your life to God, you can do that, providing you honour your truth and that you won't go on a mission of converting the other members to your way of life, nor will you be resistant to sharing your love and your wisdom and teachings with your brothers and sisters. So a Teo Tweenie is like a monastic tramp. We travel wherever we're guided to go. we travel lightly, and in our backpack we have our daily needs because they're met by God. But we bring peace, we bring love, we bring joy, we bring fellowship. A Teo Tweenie is a rainbow bridge of light where people cross us, they cross over us. We don't cling to them, nor do they cling to us. We empower people to find who they really are and find their God in love. Happy Easter.